Okay, now that you've seen and heard the lick, I'm going to break down this little mini open E tuning solo for you. The first thing that I'm doing is right before the E chord comes in, I'm sliding into the 10th fret of the G string, which is actually G sharp if you're in open E tuning. In this case, we are playing this in open E tuning. So I'm sliding back right before the downbeat, the 1 comes in. Backward slide. I'm also doing a little thumb rake here for added effect. Also come in forward, down the fretboard, and then back up to the note to get that. Slowly you got, but you're not going to hear that. You're just going to hit. If you want to get that Dwayne Allman sound, that front, forward, and then back kind of sound he does all the time. Then I'm hitting 12th fret on the E string, formerly the D string. Once again, we're in open E tuning. I'm going to refer to all the notes in open E tuning for the rest of the lesson. The notes are E, B, E, G sharp, B, E. Okay, so backward slide to the 10th fret on the G sharp string. Hit 12th fret on the E string. Now we're going to slide into the 12th fret, the major third of the key of E on the G sharp string right when the downbeat hits. 2. Now we're going to do the same lick again, that backward slide to the 10th fret on the G sharp string. Hit 12th fret. That's kind of like our revolving little lick that we're maneuvering all the little mini solo around is this. So you have to get that down really good to play this little mini kind of solo. So backwards to the 10th fret and then hit 12th fret on the E string like I said before. We're doing that again. But now the B chord is coming in, and we're sliding into the 10th fret of the G sharp string and the 10th fret of the B string, and going back and forth between those two notes, 10th fret. Now we're going to slide into the 12th fret of the B string, back to 10, B and G sharp string, slide backwards to the 5th fret, slide into the G sharp string, the 7th fret, and then finally the 7th fret on the E string, which is the B note. We're playing over the B chord. That next section played over the B chord. We did this. Cool little lick over the key of B. Over the B chord, and now we're doing that little connector lick, you can call it. Again, third time, and we're switching back to the E chord, so now we're going to slide into the 12th fret of the G sharp and the B strings. These are form an E chord here. These two notes, the major third and the 5th interval of the E chord. You play this little phrase 4 times. Slide into the 12th fret. Go back and forth between B, G sharp, B string. And you do that little phrase 4 times. Now it's jumping to the A chord. And we're going to the 17th fret location of the A chord in open E tuning. Go slide to the 17th fret of the G string on the 17th fret of the G sharp string, 17th fret of the B string, back and forth again, and now we whip that thing. You go 17, and then slide backwards, to kind of around the 16th fret, slide into the 17th fret of the G sharp string, and then hit the 17th fret of the E string, which is your A note put vibrato on it. Now, we're going back to the little connector lick. 10th fret and 12th fret. This is played over the E chord, so we're ending on the major third over the chord of E, which we're actually in the key of E. A connector lick again. Hit the B chord. We're ending on the 10th fret here. The 5th interval over the B chord. Now we're going to slide into the 7th fret of the G sharp string. And then end on the 7th fret of this little phrase here, which is the B note. I've already stated earlier, over the B chord. Now we're going back to E, so I'm going to slide into the 3, 2, open, pull off. And right when the E chord hits, slide into the 5th fret of the, let's see, the B string here, so that gives us E. That part. Now the next step is you're going to hit 3 on the G sharp string, and then 3. You just kind of move your slide up, and then go back and forth between the G sharp string and the E string. And then the last note, you just hit it with your first finger. And you want to get these 2 notes ringing, giving us an A chord. Next, the E chord is hitting now. Now we're going to do the same thing and walk up to the 7th fret. So you got 5th fret. That's a B chord. So that little section slowly, we did this. And you can add rakes. I'm doing rake here with the thumb. You can do a rake there. And when you slide into that B, you can do it really slowly. Real gradually, you just want to hear that B slide in. So once again, this is kind of a solo I made up, and it's really in the style of Mr. Banker by Lynyrd Skynryd. And love whoever played slide on it. Just sounded really awesome. I think it's Ed King. I'm not positive, but it sounds a lot like Dwayne Allman. He's got a great slide guitar style. Let's go over this whole little mini solo in the style of Mr. Banker one more time. Slowly as this. So that's how the solo goes. You just have to put a lot of emphasis on your attack and how hard you're striking the strings. Sometimes you just want to let it, just strike it like the beginning. Let that thing ring out. And then put different attack on different notes. It's all in the field playing slide guitar, so you just got to have a really good right hand, and then your left hand has always got to be relaxed. So for more about raking and muting all the strings so you can get them, not everything to ring out, please check out Slide Guitar Method 1, Open E Tuning. I cover all the basics, all the fundamentals that you can play something like this, which is not really that hard, but if you want to make it sound good, you got to put a lot of emphasis on the character and how you strike and the notes and how you vibrato on them and how you control everything. Okay, so that's it for this podcast. If you'd like to learn more about Open E tuning, check out the All Access Pass where there's tons of videos about playing slide guitar and Open E. Okay, I'm John with LearningGuitarNow.com. I'll see you next time.